who As we take a look back at last week's game, give our thoughts on tonight's matchup, and hear from head coach Jerry Herring, as it's sure to be a great night of high school football. So don't go anywhere. We've got all the action and possibly a special guest coming your way right here on We Rock 1027. Do what? It's because I.
He's led the way in our area with the media stuff. He has been around a long time, worked with some good people, and he's got a lot of good stories.
Oh my goodness, that probably is, to say the least, a lot of good stories. But when you think of him, and you think of, all the things, not just Williamsburg sports, all the 50th district, 13th region, all the teams, in our area, but across the state as well, and that's something that you just don't. You don't hear of much anymore.
No, people don't stick with stuff as like
No.
they did when Stam was around. If
No.
I'm not mistaken, I think some of his first games he called up here were in the 60s. I think
Yeah.
he moved to Lexington for a little while and got away. But
He did a little UK baseball along the line too, I believe.
I tell you what, his connections up there at UK are
Yeah,
unreal.
they are.
When he goes around up there at UK, it's not like, hey, you don't need to be here. It's like, oh, let's Stan, open up the door, let's go. Stan, where do you want to go to? You want to sit down here on practice today?
That's exactly right.
He knows everybody up there. He can get around. He knows his way around UK sports complexes up there pretty good.
Yeah, and that's awesome to think that you have somebody like that is an alumni of your school.
Oh, yeah.
And Williamsburg's, everybody in Williamsburg's proud, and I know that he's proud to have this honor.
Yeah, you start thinking about some of these people back, that we talk about back here. There's a lot of rich tradition alumni here at Williamsburg, as we'll find out a little later on tonight. I interviewed Elmer Patrick a little earlier this week. Again, you're talking about a legend for around here. You mentioned Elmer's name; everybody knows him too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This town may be small, but we carry quite a bit of clout in southeastern Kentucky and other parts of Kentucky as well.
That's exactly right. And if we can even think about filling Stan's shoes just a little bit, then I think we do pretty good.
Well, somebody asked me, said, you going to be the voice of the Jack? I said, no, there's only one voice of the Jack.
That's exactly right.
David just needed somebody up here to kind of call the ball games. I mean, I know good and well, Stan, there's no replacing him.
No, sir.
He's just the guy. Just me and you up here. We're just talking away, just trying to keep everybody entertained out there.
That's exactly right. There's nobody that's going to replace Stan. No, not now, not 10 years from now, not 50 years from now. That's just the way it's going to be. All right, let's go back and look at the ball game last week, Middlesbrough game. Middlesbrough comes in a little bit down. A few kids been kicked out the week before for fighting, but the thing about it is this Williamsburg team didn't waste a second getting started last week. The only thing stopped them last week was one turnover.
Yeah,
that's it. Nobody else slowed them down. I mean, it's just one of those things that you can't really understand unless you're up here watching it how good that the offense and the defense played last week.
It was completely dominating. I mean, from our perspective up here, me and you both know early in that first quarter, Middlesbrough was ready to check out and go home.
Oh yeah,
we were whipping them so bad and beating them up so much. Our offense was clicking on all cylinders there. We was moving the ball. I mean, that game was over with. I mean, I know they said Middlesbrough wanted to go home at halftime. I think they was wanting to go home at the end of the first quarter.
I think you're right.
I think they were done. They knew they were done. And really, it was just a good old-fashioned butt whipping by the Jackets.
I think you're exactly right. And that's been the thing for the entire district, though. We've given up 6 points in 3 games in the district, and the defense is playing great, the offense is playing great, everything's clicking at the right time.
Yeah, you want to be going into the year like we are right now with your offense going, your defensive line. I mean, our young defensive linemen up there, I mean, they were really kicking on all cylinders, just pushing those guys around. I mean, really, all parts of our game is really here the last 2 or 3 weeks that has gotten a lot better. As we see Mr. Stan slide in right here.
Listen, I'm going to give my headphones to Mr. Stan Levitt.
Let's take a break right here.
All right, let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Stan here on We Rock.
Get it out there, Steve. Spit it out.
102.7.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You okay?
I'm doing okay.
All right. You're breathing hard, Daryl.
Put them things on Utah, man.
All right.
They'll get you back in just a minute.
That's all right. No, I'm not going to take your spot. I'll just talk for a couple minutes here.
I know.
I'll let.
About time to get air conditioning. You turn his thing down.
Do I need to push it up when we start talking? What is it, 1 and 4?
Yes, 1-4.
We'll get going here.
That's all right.
We'll get going right here. All this fancy stuff. I know that.
You learned it, haven't you?
What's
I
that?
say you learned it, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's great. Boy, what a place. I don't even recognize it.
What's that?
I don't even recognize
It's
this
brand
place.
new. It's all new, man. Every bit all new.
I like the screen over there.
I love it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about all this.
I'll just follow you.
Good deal.
What have you got?
Good to have you, man.
Thank you.
Missed you.
Good to be here. You just run out of time. You just run out of time.
What's that?
I say you just run out of time.
Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll talk as long as we want.
I run out of time.
Nah, you're all right. We're going to talk as long as we want to. Do what?
You don't get to Jerry, though.
Okay. Won't you text Brandon and tell him that? Okay, we're back here at Williamsburg Stadium, sitting with the legendary, famous Stan Lovett. Stan, man, it's good to have you back in the house, man.
Well,
How
it's
you
great.
doing?
It's great to be back, Mike. I'm doing fine. To answer your question, I'm doing real well. I'm not doing well enough to do any ball games, though. But what a stadium this is. You know, you and I play. You were over here a long time. I played back in the early '60s, and we didn't have anything like this. Obviously, we had a field, but it was all rocks. You know, we didn't have any grass on it. So it's like a college you know, and
Oh,
this press
absolutely.
box is just like a college, just like you walk into UK or someplace like that. It's really a great thing for Williamsburg.
You know, I talked to Elmer Patrick earlier this week. He said there was a hump in the middle of the field, so sometimes you was running uphill, sometimes you was running down.
You didn't know when he's running up
you
and
remember
down.
that
That's right.
hump?
I do remember it very well. I tripped over it about 1,000 times every time I'd move. But you know, my first game over here was 1964. And Keith Buck was the general manager of the station. He really didn't want to do it because he said, we don't have a nighttime signal. You know, so anyway, I said, well, Keith, I'll record the daggone thing, and then I'll play it back the next morning because I was a DJ on the radio, you know.
Okay.
So I finally talked him into it. We got about 3 or 4 sponsors, and the daddy sponsor and all that. So I came over, and I remember I got an old Ampex tape recorder down there, and it was the only tape recorder we had in the whole studio. And he said, whatever you do, Stan, bring this back in shape. He said, if it rains, you're out of luck, buddy, and you're out of a job, too. How about it? So anyway, called it, didn't know what I was doing. I had a, program. I got it. Back then, you had programs. Now you don't have any programs. But anyway, I looked at it, and that was 1964, and we did about 3 or 4 games, home games. Then I think we went over to Jellicoe and did a game. But, then I went to Lexington, did ball games up there. And,
Now, did you ever do any ball games down in Tennessee?
Neyland Stadium?
Yes.
Well, I studied down there.
That's what I thought. I didn't know if you ever got that chance to do that or
No,
not.
John wouldn't let me do it.
Oh, he wouldn't scoot over, huh?
So, yeah, I was up there one time, way up the top,
Uh-huh.
I said, John, how do you see these guys? He said, I just make it up. So, that was very good experience. But, Mike, you all doing a great job. You're doing a great job. I'm sorry I haven't been down here much, but this field looks good. And you're carrying on the tradition, and
Well,
that's what it takes.
we keep track of it. I asked about you all the time. I've had a couple interesting questions. They asked me, do you consider yourself the voice of the Jackets? I said, no, there's only one voice of the Jackets. That's Stan Levin. I tell them David Estes just needs somebody sitting down up here, but there's only one voice. There's never going to be but you. You're the man.
Well, Mike, I appreciate that. I'm very humbled by this. I didn't know what was going on. Jerry called me last week, and he said, could you come down? I said, well, yeah, I guess so. He wanted me to come down and eat with him last night. That was a great occasion.
What did he feed you?
We had pizza.
Pizza
Right over there.
Oh, yeah, I seen the picture
end
over
zone.
there. I didn't
You
see
should
what
have
you
come.
was-
I was looking for you. I didn't know whether you'd make it or
Well,
not.
my wife had other plans for me last night.
My wife's usually got other plans for me, too.
Oh,
so
I
anyway.
understand that.
But it was a great time, and to visit with the kids, they'd grown up a lot.
Oh, yeah.
This 2 years, I guess, and you and I called
That's
it
right,
2
2 years ago.
And
You broke me in. I was a newbie, still a newbie. Consider myself a newbie right here.
well, it's great to be here. I told Jerry, I said, I'm going to try to make it until you retire. And then when you retire, I'll retire. But
Yeah.
the way the thing went, you just never know when you're going to have to
you
get out.
you
But,
you got to do the best you can, don't
Ward
you?
told me one time, he said, you will know when it's time. And he was dead right on it.
Now, here's the big question of the night. What are you doing yourself on Friday nights now? I want to know what you're doing.
Well, you know me. I go to every high school
Well,
game
that's what
that's
I
going
thought.
on. I've seen Frederick Douglass 2 or 3 times. I've seen Tate's Creek. I've seen Bryan Station. Yes. No, I don't mean, it's part of you.
Yeah, I know that.
It's part of you. 31, let's see, 45 years I've done it. I'm always going. My wife says, which game are you going to tonight? I said, I don't know. I'll pick this one, that one.
So it sounds like we need to get Coach Aaron to play somebody up that way. That way you can just meet us over there and do the game.
I kept trying to play, play somebody.
You got to find us a game up there. More important, you know what we need right now? We need some more players down on our end down here. You got anybody up at Lexington wants to come down here and
We'll
play?
recruit them. We'll
Yeah, there you
recruit
go.
them.
You,
Bring them down there,
you can
yeah.
recruit the Lexington area for us.
I tell you, Pennington over at Sarah's recruiting everybody's not tied down.
Oh, is he? Well, I tell you what you need to do. You need
to
to slide in there before he gets them and send them over a
There you
little
go.
south down here because
There
we'll
you
take
go.
them right there.
There you go, Mike. Hey, by the way, you still doing basketball?
Well, I'm still coaching.
Still
I am.
coaching? All right.
Yeah. Our boy Brandon over here, he's our basketball guy
Okay.
right here. He does
Very
a great
good.
job
Yeah.
right there.
Oh,
He
yeah.
sure does.
That's great. That's great.
Had a pretty good year last
good
year
year,
for a
yeah.
little small school.
Okay.
Again, let's go back to this field here. What are some of the things that you really enjoy when you look at right here? What do you think?
Well, obviously, when I called the games over here, you didn't have the stripes. You didn't have the arts.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you had to guess at it. And I made it up half the time.
You did?
Yeah, I made it up.
You taught me
It's on the
that.
25-yard line to the 20-yard line to the 50. No, it's on the 50-yard line, not on the 25-yard line. So anyway, but it's great, and it's a college field. It's just
what
like
about the scoreboard down there?
Oh, I haven't
Is that
seen
not
anything
beautiful?
like that. That is something else. Somebody said it was still in progress, still working on it.
Well, I think there's like a phase 1 and a phase 2. I'm not exactly sure what phase 2 includes. I think it may be some bleachers over there, and maybe some of these buildings tore down. I don't know. I just listen to what Coach Aaron tells me. I'm not up here as much as I once was either. I've retired now, so from school. So I'm up here. I'm kind of like you, just moseying around, seeing when I get my nose into up there.
The thing about it, we were on the right, extreme right, on the old stadium, right? On the old press box, down here on the left, right?
Well, see, I think what they've done, too, not only did they move it that way, I think that we moved a little bit that way as well. Because if you look back there, the old locker room's behind us.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
So we're probably a good 100 feet or so this way. So, yeah, it's just one of those things where I think they just did it just to make sure they got in all the, everything that they needed to get. They got a little walking area, walking track around through here.
It's beautiful, Mike. Hey, listen, you guys take over. You guys do it. And I'm going to go down and get me a good hot dog.
Stan, I tell you what, we really do appreciate you coming up here.
Thank you, Mike.
Enjoy you. You keep in touch.
Thank you.
Get our UK football team straightened out up there. We're going to have to get you back on the recruiting trail up there for them as well. We may be needing a new coach up that way.
I'm afraid you may be. No doubt about it. Good luck tonight.
Stan, appreciate you. All right, let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with Steve, and we'll finish up here at the first part of the ball game.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, thank you.
All right. Awesome. Glad to see you. Glad to do well.
Appreciate you bringing me up.
Oh, yes. You all did a great job.
Well, thank you.
The enthusiasm still here. I missed him. I want to get his picture. I didn't get it, but I did stand. I want to get your picture right here. Yes, I know you're one to get something up there. And then we'll get you guys.
Yeah, we will get him Stan as well. I think we got enough time here, don't we? Yeah, there he goes. He's got Jerry's interview.
He can get some of that done. Might be able to get done with Jerry before it's over. If we don't do starting lineups, that ain't no big deal.
Say it again.
If we don't do starting lineups, it's no big deal.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it.
And now, would you please stand and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, performed tonight by your Williamsburg High School Jacket Band.
All right, welcome back to Williamsburg High School. Where you just heard comments from Coach Terry Herron and Mike. As we talk a little bit about Harlan, we had stand up, so we didn't get a chance to talk much about them. But Harlan is a team that good size up front, good skill players. Can pose some interesting matchups for this Williamsburg team.
Yeah, they got a couple kids if they can get in the open there. Some of that running game, they could get away from us a little bit. So we got to kind of keep them contained a little bit and make sure, like we talked about last week, speed don't like to be touched. So
right.
have to put a lot of helmets on those kids. And if you think about last week, there was a lot of gang tackling going on there. It wasn't just one and two, defensive guys. You see multiple guys, flying to the ball.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to have to be tonight too. They had a young man last week run for 300 yards, Jonah Sharp, against Linkamp, and I know everybody's going to say, "Oh, it's against Lincoln," but I don't care who you play against. You run for 300 yards.
That's a lot of yards.
That's a lot of yards in a ball game. I mean, in a game that they win 30-8. And really, I glanced at that ball game a little bit, and what I saw of it, I don't think it was really that close. I think Harlan was a much better team than Lincoln. They turned the ball over 2 or 3 times. You can't do that against anybody, of course,
Right.
but still, to run for 300, that's crazy.
Well, and not only that kid, but the number 10 kid, the Cal kid, I think
Yep.
he's a verbal commit to EKU right now, which is, again, that's Division I football. It's small, but it's still Division I football, and I think that kid is really fast, really athletic. Again, one of the things you got to be concerned about, I guess, if you're Coach Aaron, is you don't want to overlook anybody.
Oh, yeah.
You start looking at scores and you think, oh wow, Williamsburg's going to blow Harlan away. But again, it's a high school game. You have to play it. You have to take it on the field. You have to do what you got to do and take care of business.
That's exactly right. And you know what, Coach Aaron's good about keeping his kids on the ground or grounded, so to speak, and make them understand that we're playing this week and not next week, or looking ahead to something else. And you can't have a letdown. You're the district champion no matter what, but you can't have a letdown and not get that win tonight to where it hurts your RPI, or it
Right.
hurts something that's going to affect you in the playoffs. So that's Harlan's not going to pose a huge threat most of the time, but if you let them stay in it a little while, give a team that's not hardly as good as you an opportunity to stay in the ball game, it's something
Right.
you don't want to do. You want to jump on them just like you did in Middlesboro.
Well, this is a traditional opponent. I mean,
Absolutely.
If you go back and you look over the years, I'd say Harlan has won just as many times as we've won. That's a hard place. It used to be a hard place to go up there and
Yes,
play.
it did.
It seemed like every time you went up there, the field was muddy. You could go
Yep.
up there in August and it hadn't rained in a month, but the field was muddy.
That's right.
That was a little mysterious, little action there. But it's just part of high school football.
You're exactly right.
So again, you can't overlook them. I know Coach Aaron. He played against them in high school, and he is. Want to take care of business. Now he don't want to go into just a district champion as 3-1. He
No.
wants to be 4-0.
That's exactly right, and I don't blame him. All right, so let's take a quick 60-second break, and then we'll be back with starting lineups and the Day Spring Health Report right after this on We Rock 102.7.
Fans, let's give it up for our new Yellow Jacket mascot.
All right, Mike, we're back here. We'll take a quick look at the starting lineups for Williamsburg on offense. Quarterback's Nate Gooden, running back will be Eli Metters. Wide receivers Lane Jeffries, Cooper Pruitt, TJ Cornett, Chase Meadows. Left tackle is Landon Lowry. Left guard is Trip Fields. Center is Gabe Pruitt. The right guard is Herman Canada, and the right tackle is Toby Downs. On defense, corners are Eli Metters and Cooper Pruitt. Free safeties Chase Fields. Strong safeties Lane Jeffries. Linebackers Holden Clark, Peyton Ty, Isaiah Sizemore, and Landon Lowry. Nose guard Nick Hale. Defensive tackles are Caleb Gray and Trip Fields. And for the Day Spring Health Report, the only player that will not suit up tonight for Williamsburg is Peyton Hamilton. And like you said last week, Mike, he's done for the year.
Yeah, he's done 2 years in a row. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard, tough. You feel for that kid. He puts
Absolutely.
in all that time in the summertime, and things like that happen. Though that's why you prepare in the summertime and try to build up your strength and get prepared.
That's right. All right, Williamsburg won the toss and will receive.
We've been doing that quite often, haven't
And
we?
it has been successful, hasn't it? That's been a good thing. So Harlan will kick to Williamsburg, and here's the kick. It's short.
Yep.
Fielded about dropped again, and now he looks like he falls on it at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he never did get a really good handle. I think that
No.
was one of the Moses boys.
Yep, it was.
maybe Evan.
Yeah,
Number 10, I
yeah.
think. I think that's who that one is. Ethan, I'm sorry.
Ethan
I get them boys
Moses.
backwards
Yep.
sometimes.
Kind of fumbled it a little bit. That's a hard one to catch.
That is.
Spinning
That was
real
a
hard.
spinner, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
All right, so Williamsburg takes over 1st and 10. Spotted on the 34. On 34-yard line. They come out in shotgun formation. Gooden at the quarterback. Eli Metters to his left. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Going to run the ball. Metters, he bounces outside across the 35 to the 40, 45, up to the 46-yard line, and it's going to be a gain of about 12 yards.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be a Riverside Produce first down for Williamsburg.
Get the Creekmore's name out here nice and early tonight.
Yeah, quick one. Nice run. You know, he had they kind of sealed everybody inside. He bounced outside and didn't have to make anybody miss. He didn't get touched till he got tackled.
No, O-line did a good job there. Created him a big gap right there, and he just took off.
So 1st and 10 Williamsburg again on their own 46. Gooden takes a snap. I thought we moved a little
Yeah, I
early,
did
but
too.
nobody caught it. Pass out to Lane Jeffries in the flat. He's upfield across midfield down to about the 39-yard line of Harlan. Just a little hitch route. Turns upfield and makes a gain of about
It's about 16 yards.
16 yards, and another Riverside Produce first down for Williamsburg.
You know, that's one of the things we talked about early last week. You know, early that ball game, a lot of different people touched the ball. 2 plays, 2 different guys have touched the ball.
Right. That's exactly right, and that keeps everybody involved. Williamsburg comes out, shotgun again, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Takes a snap, going to throw out in the flat to Metals. Across the 35 to the 30, down inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds. And that's another Riverside Produce first down for Williamsburg. 3 plays, 3 first
About 20
downs.
yards on that pass.
Yep.
They're giving our receivers an awful lot of cushion.
They
That's an
are.
awful lot of easy pitch and catch right there.
22 yards on that play.
They're going to have to come up a little bit.
All right, again in the shotgun. A little hurry up this time. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Gooden takes a snap, hands to Metters, who cuts back across the grain inside the 10 to 5 and into the end zone for a
Into the end
touchdown.
zone. Wow.
Nice run designed to go over to the left. He saw a little lane to cut back, cuts it all the way back across the field and scores.
Wow, that's a nice little offense right there.
It
seems like we just picked up where we left off from last week.
We sure did. We go 64 yards in 4 plays, capped off with a 17-yard run by Eli Metters for the touchdown. We'll line up to go for the 2-point conversion.
And I'm sure Jerry would like to do a little bit better on these two-point conversions. Last week we missed on several of these.
In a shotgun, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Gonna hand the ball to Metters right up the middle, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. So with 11:07 to go in the first quarter, it's Williamsburg 8, Harlan 0, and you're listening to Williamsburg football on We Rock. All right, Williamsburg kicks it, squibs it up the middle, and taking it about the 24-yard line and tackled at the 25.
Nice coverage.
Nice
right there.
coverage right
Maybe
there.
got 2 yards out of the deal.
Yep. Bobbled it a little bit as it came up, and they're sitting there waiting on him.
You know, we've not talked about our special teams a whole lot this year, but our kicking game has gotten a whole lot better, and our coverage. Jerry plays a lot of younger kids on those teams, those special teams.
Yep.
Those kids are flying down there looking to make a hit.
Yes, they are. So Harlan comes out in an I set, 2 receivers right. Tight end to the left. Going to hand the ball up the middle of the fullback. He's upfield across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. That's Hunter Clem.
He's a pretty good-sized boy. He's about 6'3", 6'4".
Good-sized young man. Picks up 6 on first down.
You know, you see Harlan start lining up here. You can see what the plan is. They're going to try to slow the game down some.
That they are. And you know, I understand that. That's the way for them to stay in the ball game would be. And they've got.
Yeah, one of our players' his pants got to be pulled down a little bit. You got to have the kneecaps covered up. That's protection of the kids.
That is,
right there.
you do. That is true.
You see that in college more and more. Those guys are basically wearing shorts.
Yes, they are. So you got 2nd and 4 for Harlan. I formation, tight end to the right, 2 receivers left. Clem and Sharp in the backfield. I'm going to give the ball up the middle to Sharp, who makes one miss, but hit there and dropped after a gain of about a yard.
Yep, he didn't pick up the first down. It's third and short.
It'll be third down to about 3.
You know, again, our D-line's firing off the ball right there. There wasn't much there.
No, there wasn't. That's looks like a little ISO play where the fullback leads him up in the hole. Good job of that defensive line and those linebackers there.
You know, Harlan's got good size along the
They
front
do.
there. They
They
outweigh us by quite a bit.
All right, Harlan back in the I formation. Gets a snap, hands off to Sharp and tries to find something. Actually dives forward to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a good run just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It was. I didn't think I thought he was going to lose 2 or 3 yards. And that'll get him into 4th down to about 3. And Harlan's going to line up and punt.
Yeah, this is where we got. I'm sure we're going to have to watch this. I'm sure they have. They got their fastest kid back there who's going to punt the ball, so we'll have to be aware of him. He's pretty deep, so I'd say he's punting.
Yeah, going to kick it. And there's a kick. Oh. Going to be dropped at the 40. Picked up by Lane Jeffries across the 45, midfield to the 45, down almost to the 40. Going to give him the 42-yard line, I believe, before.
About an 18-yard return there.
Yep, and a nice return by Lane. You bobbled it a little bit, but able to pick it up and get straight up field. I like they didn't try to run side to side.
Yep.
He's straight up into the middle.
You know, that's inevitable. A kid will drop the ball on a punt or a kickoff, and they'll pick it up, and it's like the kicking team relaxes just for a second, and then they take off.
Exactly right. So that brings up 1st and 10 from Williamsburg on Harlan's 42. Back in the shotgun. Eli Meadows will run back to the right of Gooden. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Right there would be T.J. Cornett and Chase Meadows. On the left is Cooper Pruitt and Lane Jeffries. Back to pass. Looks to throw. He's got nice play.
Yeah, Tim was breaking on the ball before it was left.
Yeah, he read where it was going, knew that's where kind of read the quarterback's eyes, and he didn't take his eyes off of Cooper.
No, I think Nate looked at him the whole time right there. You can't do that. Probably lucky that wasn't picked off.
Yeah, that's a nice play right there by, is it Darius?
A cow.
Yeah,
he's pretty fast.
Yeah. Good-looking kid.
Yeah, he broke on the ball really fast right there.
All right, so we're going to bring 2nd and 10 from Williamsburg. Back in that shotgun. Meadows to the right of Gooden. Here's a snap. Free rusher on the outside. Gooden takes off up the middle across the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. And a stiff arm inside the 15 down to about the 10, maybe the 11-yard line before he's tackled. A gain of about 31 yards. And I really think he looked to throw the ball, but they had a rusher on the outside that was untouched.
Yeah.
Just takes off up the middle for a gain of 31. Another Riverside Produce first down for Williamsburg.
I talked to Coach Aaron about that play right there, the quarterback draw.
Yeah.
He says, I don't call it nowhere near as much as Nate runs it. He says he'll look back there and it's a pass play. He'll look up and there's Nate taking off flying down the field. And so a lot of that's he just does it on his own.
Yeah. All right, so that's a Williamsburg first down on Harlan's 11-yard line. 8:47 to go in the first quarter. Williamsburg had 8-0. Back in the shotgun. Gooden takes a snap, rolls to the right, looks, throws into the end zone, and it is
touchdown.
Caught for a touchdown by.
I think that's Chase Meadows. He's in the corner. It's hard to see.
It is Chase Meadows in the corner there. There's a
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at everything right there, aren't we?
We're trying to get to it. So 11-yard touchdown pass from Gooden to Meadows gives Williamsburg the score, and it's 14-0 with 8:36 to go in the first quarter. Williamsburg going to line up to go for 2.
Yeah, we're already starting to see that familiar look we saw last week from the opposing team. Harlan's got their hands on their hips right there, wondering what the heck's going on.
Yeah. Back in the shotgun, Metters to the right of, and going to give the Metters up the middle. And he kind of slips and falls, trying to make a cut back. So the extra point is no good.
I think he tackled himself.
I think you're right. The turf monster may have got him. But with 8:36 to go in the first quarter, it's Williamsburg 14, Harlan 0, and you're listening to Williamsburg football on We Rock. All right, welcome back to Williamsburg High School, where Isaiah Sizemore is going to kick off. It's on the ground, picked up at the 25 by Sharp, across the 30 to 35, up to about the 41-yard line. Nice return by Jonah Sharp there as he picked it up and got. And again, he didn't dance around; he got straight up field.
It's interesting. We're kicking on the ground again. We don't have a tee out there.
Yeah.
Placing the football. I guess it's because they got a couple fast kids in the back there.
Yeah, I guess that's right. That's the same situation last week against Middlesboro. They had a couple kids that could return and didn't want to give them the chance. So Harlan takes the ball at their own 41-yard line, 1st and 10. Come out in that I formation. Clem's a fullback, Sharp's a tailback.
That's who's going to get the ball right here.
Going to give the ball to Sharp up the middle. He busts through the line. Nice.
That's a good little run.
Gain of about 5 yards. Ball pops out, but I think they're going to say he was down before it came out. Looks like Peyton Ty there for the tackle.
One thing about this offense, when you play this style of offense, you can't afford to be in 2nd and 9 or 2nd and 10. You got short yards.
Ends up getting 6 yards on that first down play. Going to bring up 2nd and 4 for Harlan on their own 47. Back in that I formation. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field to this right. We're going to hand it off again to Sharp, who gets up to about midfield and gain of about 3. Going to bring up 3rd down about 1 yard.
There's Isaiah Sizemore and Peyton Ty, I think, on that tackle there.
You see
the housekeeper was in the play there, too.
Maybe a little Gary Ty in there as well.
It was Gary Ty. I said Peyton. I meant Gary.
It's 3rd and 1.
Yeah, we need to watch the ball right here. Our front four has a tendency this year to jump off sides, so we need to watch the ball.
They're just so excited, I think, is what it is.
Oh, yeah, they're fast and ready to go.
And the other thing is they're young and excited. That's what's awesome about it, though. All right, back in that I formation. Going to give the ball up the middle to Clem. He's going to get across midfield up to about the gain of about 2 yards to Williamsburg 48. Going to give Harlan a 1st down.
Yeah, he got the 1st down, but didn't get much there, did it? Our defensive front there did a good job.
Yeah. So 1st and 10, Harlan on Williamsburg's 48. 14-0, 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Williamsburg ahead.
When you watch, Harlan and Camp and Pineville, that's really traditional football. That's all it is. I mean, they all run the same style of offenses.
All right, going to give 2 receivers to the short side now. Stack back in that I.
I think they jumped
they jumped as well. And looks like their tight end got a little excited there. We would have jumped had he not.
He beat us to the draw.
Yeah, and again, this is going to get them, and they're going to call it on us.
Yeah, that's the wrong call there.
That is definitely the wrong call.
Oh, yeah, that kid stood up and held his helmet. They drew us off there.
Huh. Well, there you go. Go bring 1st and 5.
Yeah.
When I thought they would be in a 1st and 15, but that's,
Yeah.
you know.
That was a gift.
Yeah. So back in that I formation. Clem the fullback, Sharp the tailback. Varner under center, going to hand the ball off to Sharp, and he's got nowhere to go. Met in the backfield by
That's Caleb Gray. They
Caleb
just lost us 5
Gray,
yards. They gained.
a loss of about 4 there. There you go. Bring up 2nd down and 9. And that's a nice play by Caleb Gray there in the backfield.
Yeah, he's back there pretty fast.
Yeah, I don't think he got touched. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it didn't look like it, did
No,
it?
sure didn't. All right, bring up 2nd down and 9. Harlan back in that I. 2 receivers to the left. Varner under center. Going to hand the ball again to Sharp up the middle, and he's hit there by
Lost another yard.
Isaiah Sizemore, and it lost another yard. You're exactly right. 2 straight tackles for loss. One
They're
by
going backwards.
Caleb Gray, one by Sizemore. Brings up 3rd down and 10 for Harlan on Williamsburg's 48.
You know, you see those linebackers making the play, but as you see Joe Parton going off right there, he's a lot of it.
Yeah.
The reason why those linemen ain't getting back to the linebackers.
You're exactly
back
right.
there. Joe's holding them off pretty good.
Joe
there.
ended up staying in. Fields comes in for
He's doing a
Caleb
good job
Gray,
right there.
yeah.
He's pushing that center right back into the quarterback.
So Harlan in the I, 2 receivers left. Going to hand the ball off again to Sharp right up the middle, and there he's met by
That's not a
see
good
a
flag.
flag. Yeah, it's not a good one there.
It's probably a face
probably
mask.
a face mask. Gained about a yard before the flag comes in.
Yeah.
We'll see. Personal foul. It is a face mask against Williamsburg. Going to give Harlan a 1st down.
Wow.
I don't know. I missed that one.
I didn't see the snapping of the head or anything like that, did you?
No,
The
but
tackle was so fast, too. I don't know how you
was.
picked that out.
so we're going to go 15 from the end of the run there. Going to give Harlan a 1st down inside Williamsburg's 35. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I thought it was wrong, Mike.
You got her.
Yeah, at the 33-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Harlan on Williamsburg's 33. 4:56 to go in the 1st quarter.
You know, that's one of those calls where you're trying to keep a team in the ball game. That's what that is right there.
Yeah, I don't exactly – I missed it. I don't know. And, you know, we may be wrong, too. He may have his head
you're
turned the
right.
other way. And
All I saw was Joe giving him a bear hug right
Yeah.
there, like it was his teddy bear. That's what I saw.
all right, Harlan back in the I. Varner under center. Clem and Sharp in the backfield. Going to give the ball to Sharp again. They're going to
Nothing.
stick right with it. There's Big Joe Parton on the tackle there. With,
Somebody's on the outside there, too. That may
yeah, I
be
believe it's Peyton Ty
Yeah.
comes in and trips him up, and Joe finishes him off. And that's a nice play by both of those young men.
Yeah, Peyton is in the backfield pretty fast
Yeah.
right there.
He's coming off that. I know he's technically a linebacker, but they've kind of walked him up to the end. He's diving down inside off the end and
Well, at this point,
making those plays.
I don't think Harlan has no threat of throwing the ball.
I think you're right.
So
Yep.
I think you're going to see 9 and 10 guys in the box
Yep.
before it's all said and done.
So back in the I, 2 receivers left, tight end to the right. Varner under center, going to hand the ball back to Sharp again. He tries to bounce outside, and there's
Missed his
Peyton
hole.
Ty and Gary Ty, Isaiah Sizemore. You can
Landon Lowry.
Landon Lowry, Caleb Gray. You can
Yeah.
get right down the line right there, and that's
Somebody's laying on the
yeah,
ground
that's
there, too.
Sharp. That's Jonas Sharp laying on the ground. He picked up about 2. That's not a. If you're Harlan, that's definitely not what you want to see. It's,
No, he's not moved much
No.
either. There must be something. There he goes. He's moving a little bit there. Maybe just got the wind knocked out
yeah,
of him.
kind of fell. Maybe fell on the ball or
Yeah, that don't feel too good.
no. Fighting for extra yards. Yeah,
They got him rolled over there. That's what it
Yeah.
is. He's this wind knocked out of him, I believe.
yeah, that's you've had that happen to you. I'm sure that's a terrible feeling when that happens. Yeah, he's up. I'd say you're exactly right. That's probably what it's been up walking off on his own.
Yeah. He'll be back here in a
Yeah.
minute. Get him a little drink of water, rub some dirt on it.
That's
a little bit.
right.
Of course, ain't no dirt on this
No.
artificial turf. I don't, rub the artificial grass on yourself. Is that what you do now?
Maybe those
Pellets?
yeah. All right, so a gain of 2 on that play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for Harlan on Williamsburg's 30. And, we're sure that they're in 4-down territory here.
Oh, I would think so.
Yeah.
No, again, we talked about this last week. You start getting down 2 and 3 scores. You about have to put points on the board somehow
That's
to
right.
try to stay in the
That's
ball
right.
game.
I wonder if they'll move a cow back to
Yeah, I don't know.
the
He looks
tailback spot.
looks
Looks
like
like
he's
he's
going
going
back
to.
there.
I know he was there earlier in the year, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Why the
peculiar.
change,
Your fastest, most athletic kid, you got him
Yeah.
out there somewhere you're not going to touch the ball at. I don't know.
So in the eye, going to give the ball to him around to the right side. Makes good
got a
run
first
down
down.
inside the 35 to about the 31. Going to bring up 4th down to about 3 for Harlan. I tell you what else I like to see with Williamsburg. They run a lot of those defensive linemen
Oh,
in.
yeah.
They're trying to
Keeping
keep
them
guys fresh. 'Cause,
Absolutely.
a lot of them play both ways. They get out and get a drink and able to relax a little while. And even if it's just 1 or 2, they can take, one
Oh,
this
yeah.
time, 1 the next time, and
Sure.
everybody gets a little break that way. So, all right,
Well, that's
so
not just for this ball game, but it's
That's
going into the playoffs. You
right.
want to have everybody fresh and ready to go.
that's right. All right, here we go. 4th down in the eye. Varner under center. Going to fake it.
Oh,
Going to
here we
roll
go.
out to his right. Being chased by Peyton Ty. He turns upfield, and Ty gets him before he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep,
Nice
by
play.
Peyton. Really wasn't nobody else out there to make the
No,
play.
there
Make
was
the play. It was
not.
going to be a first down, wasn't it?
Loss of about 1.5 yards, and that'll be a turnover on downs for Harlan. So Williamsburg will take over on their own 26, 27-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Williamsburg. Nice job by defense. Bent a little bit, gave
Yeah.
up a 1st down, and got a 1st down by penalty. And
Yep. Well, 20 of those yards were by penalties
That's
there.
right.
The
That's
offsides and the face mask. So
but that brings up 1st and 10 Williamsburg. Back in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Meadows, a running back, going to get the carry up the middle, and he cuts outside and gets across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. Gain of about 3 or 4 there. We give him 4. Bring up 2nd and 6 for Williamsburg.
that's still a good little run on first down
Yeah.
right there. You keep
Oh, yeah.
keeping
Four.
it manageable distances right there. We're just used to the 15, 20-yard chunks.
Yeah, 4 yards, though. You get 4 yards every play. It
You're
works.
scoring,
doesn't
aren't
it?
you?
That's right. All right, back in the shotgun. Meadows to the right. Going to throw it quick out in the flat to Lane Jeffries, who makes one miss across the 40, the 45 up to midfield. Knocked out of bounds at the Williamsburg's 49-yard line. Gain of about 18, and Riverside Produce
There
first
you
down
go.
for Williamsburg.
I'm sure the Creekmores are all excited about the Tennessee Volunteers at this point.
I'd say you are correct, sir. A lot to be excited about, though.
They still got to play Georgia, though, don't they?
They do. They do. All right.
That'll tell the tale.
1st and 10 Williamsburg. On 49, trips to the right. It's good and takes a snap, rolls to his right, looks to throw it, going to cut up field and run, makes one miss across midfield, 45, inside to about the 40-yard line, and going to give him inside the 40 to the 39. And that will be another Riverside Produce first down for Williamsburg, a gain of, the 39, not the 49. That's a gain of 12. So Williamsburg first down at the Harlan 39-yard line.
We're getting big chunks on just about every play, aren't we?
They are.
Harlan looks way confused. They don't know what to defend. They can't. There's not really one thing they've taken away from us yet.
Back in the shotgun. Meadows running back to the left. And give the ball to Meadows up the middle. Across the 35 to about the 33-yard line, 34-yard line of spot. Gain of 5.
Andrew's running the ball pretty hard.
Yeah.
We need one of these guys to step up and clearly be the James Baker
That's
player
exactly
of the game.
right.
And
That's
makes our job a lot
exactly
easier.
right. Yep. 2nd down. I think they give him the 33, so 2nd and about 4. Pick up 6 on first down. Shotgun formation. Snaps a little bit low. Going to step up and run right up the middle and makes one miss across the 30, 25,
blockers,
20,
so.
15, 10, 5, Touchdown, Nate Gooden. Touchdown, Williamsburg.
Yep, no penalties.
No penalties, just right up the middle. And again, you had.
They do have a penalty now down in the end zone. I'm not sure what
that'll
happened
be
down there.
afterwards, right?
Yeah, it was way late. Somebody must have said something
Yeah.
there. And I think it must have been one of their kids because we had nobody down there, so it has to be on Harlan.
Well,
There was no black jerseys in the area when that flag went up in the air. But you never can be sure.
you are correct. It's.
No, I think
Yeah,
Steady stepped out of bounds. Did they not give him the touchdown?
I thought they gave him a touchdown.
I thought I
Did
saw
they
the
not?
signal too, but I'm not seeing the points, and they're spotting the ball at the 2-yard line.
You are correct.
And they marked it from the 5. So he must have stepped out.
Yeah. Huh. All right. So will not be a touchdown for Nate Gooden in Williamsburg. I could have sworn this official on this side, but again, we're kind of blocked on this
Yeah,
side.
that's the corner right there that
Yeah.
we can't see out of too good right there.
All right. So first and goal, Williamsburg on the 2-yard line. 28 seconds to go in the first quarter. Williamsburg ahead 14-0. Back in the shotgun. Takes a snap.
Well,
Going
he's
to
gonna run it in
follow it.
again.
Yep, going to run it in right up the middle. It's
Yep.
Nate Gooden, so he gets the touchdown the second time for sure. Yeah. And so it makes the score 20-0 to Williamsburg. Going to line up again and go for 2.
Harlan looks a little shell-shocked down there.
Yeah, they don't know
Yep.
exactly what to think at this point, do they?
No, you can see everybody's got their hands on their hip and they're looking around at each other, looking for answers. Sometimes there ain't no answers.
All right, here we are. Back in that shotgun. All the other two have been. Eli Metters runs up the middle. Let's see. Nope. Gooden's going to take a snap and roll to his left. Going to keep it and dive into that corner of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter, it's Williamsburg 22, Harlan 0 as you're listening to Williamsburg football on We Rock 102.7. All right, back to Williamsburg High School kickoff, and it pops it up this time. Going to be taken by Jonas Sharp at the 35. He's across, well,
Got some
across the
blockers.
40. Back to up across the 45 to
But the 47, 48, depending on the mark over
Where
there.
are they going to give it this mark at? 46, 47,
That's
somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah, about the 48 looks like. That's Harlan's best starting position of the game right
Yep.
there.
Going to be on their own 48-yard line. First and 10 for Harlan. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. 22-0 Williamsburg. Really good field position for Harlan here. That's a good starting spot for him. I'll be shocked if they don't come out in that eye. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah.
Huh?
I think
That's all
that'd
we've
that'd be
seen so
easy.
far, isn't it?
Yeah, play clock's getting way down too. They're taking their time right here. They're going to have
Yeah.
to snap the ball. They're going to use a timeout.
Yeah. So Harlan's going to take a timeout. We'll take a 30 as well as you listen to Williamsburg football on We Rock. All right, welcome back to Williamsburg High School. Harlan will have 1st and 10 on their own 48-yard line with 15 seconds to go in the first half, first quarter. I'm getting ahead of myself, Mike.
Oh yeah. You've already got the clock running there, don't you?
I do. Not ready for that just yet.
We're kind of getting used to that, ain't we?
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit spoiled up here.
I think you're right. And
if I'm not mistaken, aren't we on the line tonight online? Somebody said you can watch us and listen to us.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
That may be the first time in history, Steve. You made history, right? Hey, you know what? When you talk with Dave, we may need to get paid twice. On TV and on the radio. Come on now.
They do come out in the pistol formation, going to give the ball to Kel up the middle, and he's caught from behind by Peyton Ty for a loss of about 3 yards back to the 45, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So, at the end of the first quarter, it's Williamsburg 22, Harlan 0. As you're listening to Williamsburg football on We Rock 102.7. All right, as we start the second quarter, it's going to be 2nd down and 13 for Harlan on their own 45-yard line. Mike, that's an awfully good first quarter for this Williamsburg team.
It is. Our defense and our offense are, we're sitting here on defense right now. I mean, Harlan's gotten very few yards.
Yep.
Maybe 1, 2 positive plays. Defense is just hitting on all cylinders.
Yes, they
are.
Or
offense, excuse me.
Both of them are, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right, so 2nd down and they run a little little fake there that doesn't fool anybody.
Oh, no, we got a late penalty right there.
A late hit. You're going to get when the quarterback stayed down, they have to call it. It's what it's been. It was kind of a late shot by
I think it was Isaiah. Cooper made the initial play.
Cooper made a great play. The other hit that came in as the quarterback's on the ground or close to the ground is what they're going to get. It's going to be a personal foul.
The only problem I had with that, it was so far after the play was done. That part I don't like about it.
Yeah, you knew that's what when he stayed on the ground, I knew that's what it was going to be.
Too.
They're covering themselves.
Well, that is. Yeah. And again, when the play was first made, I thought it was a penalty immediately. But the penalty didn't come to about probably 5, 6, 7 seconds after the kid rolled over.
They knew he wasn't going to get up. Yeah. That's right. And I understand,
Well, I'm used to the quick call, Steve.
Right.
I like seeing the flag thrown when it's supposed to, even though it is the right call.
Yeah.
Absolutely the right call. I still like to see it being thrown when the penalty is actually occurring.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I don't like it when it's late like that.
Right. Well, it's confusing to everybody is what it is.
It is. I think everybody understood what it was going to be when it happened, but now that didn't have anything to do with an ankle being twisted, I don't think. But
no, I agree. That was just a good play by Cooper. He come up, and I think it was the second hit. It wasn't the first hit.
You're exactly right. Cooper did make a great play off the edge and from that cornerback spot off the bootleg. And
well, you hope the kid is okay. We don't see nobody get hurt or nothing like that.
Sure.
But I guess that was the quarterback, wasn't it?
It was. So that's going to put him in a different or in a bind, so to speak.
Well, it does give them another first down, but I'm sure that's not really what they needed at that point.
Right.
Lose your quarterback at this point in the year. Hopefully he just got a little banged up right there. Get him a little water and get back out here and get going again.
So it's a 15-yard penalty on Williamsburg. Going to bring the ball to Williamsburg's 40-yard line.
Look like they're moving number 10 to quarterback,
That's
maybe.
exactly what it looks like. Yeah, he's gone over to get a play and a wristband, and
Yep. I'd say we're getting ready to see some Wildcat action
Yeah.
right here, right now. If I remember correctly, he ran that a few times up there last year at Harlan.
so 1st and 10 Harlan on Williamsburg's 40-yard line. 11:52 to go in the first half.
And that's what they're going to do right
Yep.
there. You know, I've kind of thought all along that may be their best offense right there.
I don't disagree with that. You got receivers on both sides going to keep the ball running to his right and hitting the backfield by Peyton Tye. Just nowhere to go. Loses 5 yards. They're going to bring up 2nd and 15 for Harlan. And again, that's, and they put 2 blocking backs over there. They have the motion guy coming, and they just can't block them.
Now we're teeing off on these guys too. You can see number 10 was tiptoeing around through there. He really wasn't to turn up there much either. He was kind of thankful that play was over.
Yep.
It was kind of messed up from the start. Isaiah finished him up there.
All right, again, back in the shotgun for Harlan. 2 blockers on the right side. Going to bring a man in motion. That's Jonas Sharp. Going to fake it to him or attempt. Woo!
Yep, he got lit up again
He
there in the hole.
did. That's Isaiah Sizemore comes up and meets him in the hole and like you said, lights him up. A nice play by Isaiah right there.
Yeah, 10's a little wobbly when he's getting up right there too. He's thinking, where's the other quarterback at?
Yeah.
He's like, next.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 15. No gain on that play. Nice play by Isaiah Sizemore there. 3rd and 15. Williamsburg's 45-yard line. Here's 2 blockers to the left of the quarterback. Jonas Sharp's going to come in motion. That's got to be a motion penalty.
Oh, yeah, nobody was set at all.
Nobody, the whole team was moving
Everybody
before
was
they
moving.
snapped it. You're gonna give that. You're gonna see that ball given to Jonas Sharp around through there in a few minutes instead of running just the fake and.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Our guys they're firing off the ball from the outside so fast. I'm not sure it's going to do much good for them.
I don't disagree with that.
I'm almost at the point now. I think they need to throw the ball a couple times.
Yeah.
Even if they don't complete it, I think they need to try to throw the ball down the field just a little bit to keep us honest because we keep on creeping up more and more and more.
All right, back in the shotgun. Kale is a quarterback. Sharp comes in motion, going to fake it to him, and it's, like you said, just nowhere to go. Trip Fields there waiting on him, and they're going to get another late hit penalty on
Same kid.
On Isaiah, I believe, and
that was questionable there. I mean, the play was still going on. The kid was still trying to churn his legs.
Yeah, I'm just.
And I didn't see him lower his head either.
No, he's just playing fast, and I know Coach Aaron's talking to him right now, and
if he lowers his head is one thing, but there he had his face masked up the whole time.
Yeah,
and number 10 still trying to gain yards.
Yeah. So you're going to give him.
That's 15 yards. I'm not sure if it's automatic first down or
not. It is not an automatic first down.
They're still going to be way behind the chain.
Oh, they call targeting.
Oh.
Huh.
It's interesting.
Now, if they go from where that was, it's going to be.
Still going to be a little short,
Yeah,
isn't it?
3rd down and 5 from there.
Wow.
Yep, be 3rd and 5 from Williamsburg's 35. After the 15-yard penalty went from the line of scrimmage.
That's interesting. I've never seen that particular play right there. Called targeting right there. Have you?
No, not like that because.
He's not defenseless.
Well, it wasn't. It may have been a launch, though. I mean, it's hard for us to tell, but it's. All right, back in that shotgun, going to pull it to the back side. Going to go across.
Yep. He's still short.
35 to about the 33-yard line. Pick up of 2. Going to bring 4th down and 3 for Harlan. That's a Kale on the carry there.
You know, again, I think you're penalizing a kid who's trying to finish off the play there.
Yeah.
10 was struggling with struggling trying to fight ahead. He comes up to finish up the play.
All right, so 4th and 3 on Williamsburg's 33-yard line for Harlan. Well, different. Every official sees things different as well.
Oh, yeah.
All right, back in the shotgun. I'm going to run that 2 blocking backs to the right. Going to fake the ball again to Sharp. Going to get up the middle, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down. So
got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be our ball.
Big Joe Parton in there making a play on a quarterback run, and going to give Williamsburg the ball on their own 33-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Williamsburg. Nice play.
You know, one of the things you don't talk about here at Williamsburg much, you know, you just watch us go from offense to defense. You basically had 11 kids run off the field.
Yeah.
11 kids run on the play
You
offense.
sure did.
That doesn't happen much in Class A football. You don't see it that much in 2A football.
No, you do not.
Like Harlan, they may have 3 or 4 kids go in and out, but they're pretty much staying with the same crew. You know, that just shows you, you know, we have a lot of kids here that can play football.
Yep. A lot of people Coach Heron and his staff are confident in, for sure. All right, Williamsburg takes over. Going to be shotgun formation. Going to fake the throw. Rolls out to his left. Looks to throw it again and nowhere to go. And he'll be taken down and sacked at the 31-yard line. Loss of a couple.
Yep. I think that's one of those plays where Nate's got to learn just, you know, Lane was over here. He had 4 or 5 yards. You either got to throw it away or toss it over here to him. And, you know, whatever happens there. There's no reason to take a sack on that play.
I agree with that. That's one of those where
I'm sure Coach Aaron will talk to him about that because he had the little out over here where he could got rid of the ball earlier. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and 4 yard gain and go for it.
You're exactly right. All right, so bring up 2nd and 12 for Williamsburg. First time they've been behind the chains today. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Gooden going to throw it out to Meadows in the flat, upfield across the 35-40, up to about the 44-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds.
It's first down.
Be a Riverside Produce first down for Williamsburg. Gain of about 14 yards. Well, 13 yards for the pass from Gooden to Meadows.
Keeps the chains moving there.
Does.
They still got 3rd down written on the marker over there, but let's change it to number 1 right there.
You know, we've seen this play out in the flat to Meadows ever since the Clay County game. And no one really has been able to slow it down much.
No.
When the ball is there on time, it's a big gain every time. All right, adding the shotgun. Going to throw it back out in the flat to Meadows again across the 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10. And he gets tripped up at about the 5-yard line.
Yep.
And,
almost had her there.
Yeah, that's a gain of 51 on it, and will give Williamsburg a Riverside Produce first down and be 1st and goal on the 5-yard line for Williamsburg. Another nice play. I mean,
it
it's
is a
just
nice play.
Setting out in the flats wide open, and Nate looks downfield. He takes his check down. He's upfield for a big gain.
You know, that's one of those things I was kind of waiting for Chase to cut back to the outside instead of cutting back to the middle because there was nobody on that outside over. I think if he stays to the outside, it's a score.
You're probably right. All right, 1st and goal for Williamsburg. In a shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Eli Meadows, the running back to Gooden's left. Gooden takes a snap, going to run to his left, and he's across the 5 and into the end zone for a touchdown for Williamsburg.
Pretty much untouched.
Untouched, you're right. Great blocking up front. Gives Williamsburg a lead with 7 minutes to go in the first half of 28-0. Been one of those that
we're scoring pretty fast, Steve.
Yep, sure are, and that's a good thing. That offense is clicking again.
You know, again, multiple people have touched the ball tonight.
Yep.
Got a lot of people involved.
Keeps a lot of people happy that way.
Oh, yeah.
All right, going for 2. Going to give the ball to Meadows up the middle, and he is in for 2. So with 7 minutes to go in the first half, it's Williamsburg 30. Harlan 0 as you're listening to Williamsburg football on We Rock 102.7. All right, welcome back to Williamsburg High School as Isaiah Sizemore lines up to kick the ball off for Williamsburg. On the ground, hits a guy up front. He's picked up at the 20, at the 40-yard line. And
I think that's Nick Hale on the tackle.
yeah, Nick
there.
Hale on the tackle, and a nice, forceful tackle, we'll say.
I don't think he got a yard on the return, did he?
No, he didn't get many if he did. He picked up the 40 and got up to the 42, so
Okay.
43. So give him 3 yards on the return. That's, well, now they've marked it back at the 40. I'm not sure. So they got nothing on the
He
return.
didn't get
You're
forward
right.
progress.
Both linesmen had the ball marked at the 43,
Yeah.
and the referee decided, that's not a good spot. Let's put it to 40. So first and 10, Harlan on their own 40. 6:55 to go in the first half. 30-0 Williamsburg. In the shotgun. Here comes motion by Sharp. Going to fake the motion to Sharp and follow a blocker on the outside, and he's across the 40 to about the 42 or 3-yard line, and gain of 3 on first down for Harlan.
That's the that's the best play they've had in a while.
Yeah.
Got caught, choked up there a little bit. My allergies starting to kick in. Falling of the leaves.
It's that time, isn't it? It's
Oh,
that
man.
time. So 2nd and 7 for Harlan on their own 43.
The other kid never did come back in the game yet, has he?
No,
The other quarterback.
he did not. And I don't
He may not be
kind
back
of
tonight.
looking for him over there, and I don't see him
I
standing
don't,
there.
I don't see nobody sitting either, but he's
No.
got to be over there somewhere.
All right, back in that shotgun. Sharp in motion. Going to give the ball to Sharp this time, running around the right edge, and Peyton Ty and Cooper Pruitt there to make a play in the backfield. Loss of about a yard and a half.
Yeah, Cooper didn't let him get outside. Peyton's
Yeah.
down here a little bit. I don't know what's happened there. He's getting up.
Yeah,
Made us a little knock of the breath there.
yeah.
What was the penalty there? Somebody say something?
I think it's going to be on 25 of Harlan, unsportsmanlike.
Okay.
That's what it looked like, anyway. That's who the white hat was talking to, so I assume that that's what it's going to be.
Okay.
And we in hopes that that's a dead ball foul.
So the play was.
Yeah.
It is.
Well,
Didn't give the signal though, did he?
no, not a dead ball signal, but going to be anyway a personal foul against Harlan. Going to back them up 15 yards. Loss of about a yard and a half on the play, and then another 15 on the penalty. So it's going to bring up, and they call it a live ball foul.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 2nd down again.
Huh. That was way after the play. It looked like to me.
I thought so as well. All right, Harlan will take a timeout. We'll take a 30 as well. You're listening to Williamsburg Football on We Rock. Confuse everybody. Yep. All right, we're back at Williamsburg High School as Harlan coming out of the timeout. We'll have 3rd down and 23. Second down and 23 from their own 27-yard line. Yeah, it's one of those that was what was going to happen. What I think it should be 3rd down. I thought it was well after the play, but he was getting up but it is what it is. Yeah, a little extended, wasn't it? That's
Everybody regrouping.
yeah. All right, so you're going to give 2nd down and 27 for Harlan. You got Kale at the quarterback spot. 2 blocking backs in front of him. Oh, wait. Maybe somebody different at quarterback. Let me see. He's across and quick. That's actually that's number 4.
Yeah, it is a
Cedric
different kid.
Washington, yeah.
Yeah, that's a different kid.
No,
that's
no,
number
that's
10.
10. That's 10. I thought it was 4, right?
I think we got some motion again right here. I
Yeah.
don't know if they got it or not. I saw something flying in the air.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, they got
it's
it.
a false start. And false start penalties are supposed to be dead ball penalties. It's not, the play's not supposed to run.
Right.
But anyway, it's 5-yard penalty against Harlan, so it'll be 2nd and 32 from the 20. Well, should have been the 22. It was 23, we'll say.
All I know is I looked up, I see multiple green or white shirts there jumping. And
Yeah, so that brings 10, 20. Well, I'm not sure what's going on.
did they mark it off?
I don't know if they did.
Looks like it's back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, well, that's all right. So 2nd and a long way. Hand off. Cal takes the ball and
Gotta watch the penalties
yeah,
here. Gotta stop on the whistle, fellas.
yeah, it's a gain of about a yard there to get us
Now it's going to be third down, right?
Yeah, 3rd down and 26. So on their own 24-yard line.
You know, you're starting to get in the part of the year where you can't afford to be kicked out because you have to sit
You're
out the next
exactly
game.
right.
So
You
we're at that part of the
You
year
sure
now.
don't want to do that. And so we've got
Another timeout.
another timeout. Williamsburg. I tell
Williamsburg.
you what, we'll just stay here this time, Mike. I think Coach Herron's going to get them together and talk to them about exactly what you talked
Yeah.
about. You know, staying in the ball game, being smart, play fast and physical, but do stop on the whistle.
Yeah, that last play was borderline another penalty
It
there.
was,
We kept
it
on
was,
driving the kid
yeah.
back, and the whistle was clearly had been blown. So we just got to be careful in this part of the game right now. I know everybody's pumped up, fired up, and you want to beat somebody really bad, and you know. But again, now you just got to be smart. Now you know, you start talking about let's just get everybody healthy.
Yep.
Move on to next week. Get out.
That's
and
exactly
take the
right.
W and move on.
Exactly right, and that's what everybody has to understand. We want to be full strength next week. We want to be full strength the first
yeah.
round, the 2nd round, 3rd round, whatever round of playoffs we get to.
Sure.
You sure don't want a kid being thrown out for a silly reason.
That's also everybody on the air. Stick around halftime. I've got an interview with the legend Elmer Patrick. Very interesting interview. Everybody wants to stick around and listen to him talk a little bit. Had a lot of people excited, you know, that we were interviewing him. I did it a little bit earlier in the week, so we recorded it. So Elmer did a great job. So everybody hang around and kind of listen for it.
Yeah, that should be an interesting listen. I haven't heard it yet either. I look forward to hearing it, Mike. So Harlan takes a snap, going to roll, going to stand and throw it. He's got a man open, but it's knocked away there at the last minute by Hatcher.
As the quarterback
Yeah.
he took a drilling there again by Peyton Ty. I thought that ball might be picked off the way it
Yeah.
was thrown.
He hit him right as he's getting ready to throw it, so there wasn't anything illegal about that hit.
Nah.
That's a good hit, and you know, Reese Hatcher there did a good job
He did.
breaking on the ball and comes up and knocks it away. I'm like you. I thought he may have a chance to intercept it, but either way, a really nice play.
I think the number 10 for Harlan, that Cal kid's, he's ready to punt the ball now.
Yeah, I think you're
I
right.
think he's tired of
Yeah.
being the quarterback.
Yeah.
He's got that look about him. He was like,
Yeah.
I'm done with that position
Yep.
for now. He's getting drilled on about every play.
All right, so he's back to kicking. He's going to punt it, and it's.
We may have
I
tipped
think
it.
we blocked it a little bit
Yeah,
there, and it's going to be.
And we may have tipped it down here,
Yeah.
too. I don't know. I don't know if it kicked off the Harlan kid or our kid. I couldn't tell.
Yeah. It's going to roll dead at the 38-yard line of Harlan. So
Oh, yeah, we
the
got
punt
great
covers
field position.
about 12 to 14 yards there. Is going to give Williamsburg 1st and 10 on the Harlan 38-yard line.
You know, we're kind of sitting here where we were the same way we was last week. Was
Yep.
it 36-0 last time at
Yep.
halftime? We're sitting right at that point right now.
We are, and it's so with 5:07 to go in the first half. It's Williamsburg ahead 30-0, and it come out 1st and 10 Williamsburg.
They got no
Shotgun
safety
formation.
either.
Yeah, I'm not sure
I
what.
saw
and
that
that's
coming. I believe that
pass
was,
across the middle to T.J. Cornett, who's inside the 10 down to about the 5-yard line. But we're going to call.
that one may come back, but I don't think they have
Yeah.
11 on. I don't think they had 11 on the field. I think they had
I'm
10.
If it's an illegal formation, it's one thing. If it's illegal motion, it's something different.
They're bringing it back.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to say it's illegal formation. And
There you go, Steve. You make it up, like Stan said. Just
Yeah.
make it up. See, they can see it now on TV.
That's
Now,
right.
now they know if we're lying.
That's right, huh?
We got to be careful here now. They catch us lying, they may fire me and you.
Yeah, that backs Williamsburg up 5 yards and going to bring up 1st and 15 for Williamsburg.
Now they're going to drop their safeties. I knew on
Yeah.
that last one they brought them safeties up. I'm like, uh-oh, boys.
So 1st and 10, 1st and 15 on their own, on Harlan's 43-yard line. Back in the shotgun, good in the quarterback. Going to take a ball and throw it out in the flat to T.J. Cornett, who drops it.
Yep.
I mean, that, good ball.
Yeah, that was a good ball.
Maybe
Little high, I guess,
maybe
maybe.
a little bit too much juice on it.
Maybe, and
Yeah.
I'm sure TJ was thinking about catching and turning and
That's
spinning
right.
and running.
That's right. He had just made a really nice catch across the middle and get down to about the
Right.
5-yard line on the previous play, and maybe he was looking to do the same.
Yeah, he was thinking about scoring. He's like his Papaw
That's
James,
right.
wanted to score.
Back in the shotgun formation. Gooden going to keep it up the middle across the 40, 35, down to the 30. Still on his feet. Take a good hit
Yeah,
there
that
at
was
the
a good
end,
one.
and
And
now
we
we're
got
going to
another
get
penalty.
a penalty come in. And
That may be targeting
it
too
may
right
be,
there.
if you called it one way. It's going to be a gain of 15, 17 yards. Be good for, if it stands, good for a Riverside Produce first down for Williamsburg.
They're calling something on us.
On
now.
us?
Wow. And maybe them. Maybe it'd be offsetting. I don't know. As long as the play stands.
I'm not.
I just saw one flag fly is all I seen.
All I saw was, I didn't see anything except the hit on Gooden. I'm missing something somewhere.
Yep.
And they are marking it off against Williamsburg. So
Wow. That's
personal foul.
That's interesting.
So that's going to they are going to gain a yard off of it, I believe, or so.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure on that play.
Yeah.
Everybody's a little bit confused here. Harlan's wanting to talk about it over there. I saw their player get up, jumping around there, and that's what I thought
Yeah.
they threw the penalty on. I believe he did
I
too.
did too, yeah. So it's going to bring up first down again for Williamsburg in about 14 instead of 15. All right, so back in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Cooper Pruitt and Lane Jeffries to the near side of the field. Chase Meadows, T.J. Cornett to the far side. Eli Metters, the running back. Nate Gooden, the quarterback. In a shotgun formation, ball is now set for play.
Here we go.
Here's the snap. Going to take and throw out in the flat to Meadows. Across the 45, down inside the 30 to 25, inside the 25 down. He actually, right at the 20-yard line,
Yep.
knocked out of bounds. A gain of about 23 or 4 yards there. And again, it'll be a Riverside Produce first down for Williamsburg.
Yep. Chase is making his name known here tonight for
sure
the James
is.
Baker
He
State Farm
sure
Player of the
is.
Game. We've got to remember that name when we start
Yep.
talking a little later on. He's made some nice catches and runs there.
You're exactly right. So first and 10, Williamsburg on the Harlan 20. 4:15 to go in the first half. Williamsburg ahead 30-0.
Must be homecoming up here tonight. I see people dressed up.
I think you're right. Back in, trips to the left. Gooden going to take a snap and roll to the left. Looks, cuts back, and makes another miss and gets hit at the line of scrimmage and going to be taken down there for no gain.
If that kid don't make the tackle, he's
It's a
scoring because there's
touchdown. That's
green
the
grass
only
over
one
there.
left. That's right. So going to bring second and 10 for Williamsburg on their own 20.
He was holding on for dear life.
He was. Holding on till help gets there.
Yeah, because I thought Nate was getting ready to squirt through there and
Yep.
take off again. Nate's still wearing a little thing on his hand there to protect his fingers. I can see it from here.
Well, and the only good thing about that is it's his left hand.
Yeah. Wouldn't be
Not
good
his
for me
right.
to say I'm left-handed.
That's right. But,
Good
doesn't
thing for him.
affect
He's
nearly as
right-handed,
much,
yeah.
does it? Yeah. So out of the huddle in 2 receivers left, 2 right. Quick snap. Give the ball to Eli Meadows up the middle across the 20 and the 15. And, again, I think the turf monster jumps up and gets him. And
Yeah, I can't see if he's got a first down. It's
I think
right at it.
I think it's just short,
I
to
do
be
too.
honest. I believe it's going to be third down about Well, we're going to mark it a full yard short, Mike.
Yeah, I thought he'd get a little further than that.
Yeah.
Maybe his knee went down back there. It's
Yeah.
hard to see from this angle.
It is. So bring up 3rd down and 1 for Williamsburg on the Harlan 11-yard line.
I think the official's just trying to make it interesting here a little bit. What do you think?
You're right. Back in that shotgun, going to give the ball to Metters up the middle again, inside the 10, goes down about the 9-yard line. Going to have a first down for Williamsburg, another Riverside Produce first down. So with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left, Williamsburg have first and goal on their own 9-yard line. On Harlan's 9-yard line.
Well, Harlan's defense has held up a little bit
They
better
have.
here. It's not
They
been a
have.
three-play score, so.
Back in that shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Gooden takes a snap, rolls to his left, looks to throws just
little high.
on the out of reach for Lane Jeffries there in the corner.
He had him there. Had been a tough throw, but he had him.
You know, he's a young man, Nate, that seems to like to roll to his left and throw the ball. As a right-handed quarterback, that's different.
It is. He's throwing across his body there, isn't he?
But he does a pretty good job
He does.
of it now.
He
really
does.
does, and does a lot of it. And so I think Coach Herron has figured out something with that, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right. You know, I've been kind of waiting for him to bring Reese out and wide and put Nate out wide out there and let him go back to his old position of being a receiver out there maybe a couple times a game and to see what happens.
All right, 2nd and goal from the 9.
Oh,
bad snap.
He's got time.
Rolls back to the 25. Gooden picks it up.
He may score.
Down inside the 10 and down to about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, I don't see no penalties there.
No penalties. I was waiting for one. That was a little bit.
Yeah, that's one of those plays you just know something's going to happen.
Yeah.
So he ends up picking up 4 or 5 yards after probably a 20-yard.
Well, he picks it up at the 25, so.
Well, they start at the 10?
Yeah,
yes. 9, I guess 9.
Yeah. He runs.
Wow, they say down to the 7-yard line.
2, yep.
I thought he was further on down the field there, too.
3rd and goal, Williamsburg. 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. Harlan's 7-yard line. Good into shotgun, trips to the right. Going to take a snap, look to throw to the right. Going to keep the ball up the middle and go in untouched for a touchdown. And just for good measures, he runs over a Harlan player 3 yards deep into the end zone.
Yeah, I was waiting for a flag there, but
yeah, you know, he's defending himself at that point, right? So.
Yeah, he is. I mean, you understand what's going on there because lots of times you'll see at the end of the play the offensive guy's taking the pop.
That's right. He's just defending himself there. A defensive guy was coming toward him. All right, so 36-0, Williamsburg, 1:17 to go in the first half. It looks like we're going to go with Reese Hatcher at quarterback for the 2-point conversion. Last week when they did this, they ran either a sneak or Peyton tie up the middle, and it looks like
Peyton's lined up there, so I'd say you've nailed it.
Yeah, bad snap. Reese picks it up, looks to get upfield and he gets in for the 2-point conversion. Makes one miss. So with 1:17 to go in the first half, it's Williamsburg 38, Harlan 0. As you're listening to Williamsburg football on We Rock. All right, we're back at Williamsburg High School. 38-0 Williamsburg, 1:17 to go in the first half. Isaiah Sizemore lines it up to kick it off, and it's, again, on the ground and rolling and picked up at about the 18-yard line by Kell and up to the 25. Again, great coverage by Williamsburg. You see Let's see, Nick Hale in there. You see,
All kinds of little guys out
yeah, I
there.
can't tell everybody's.
Noah Jones,
Matthew Cooper.
Matthew Cooper in there. There's a bunch of them guys flying
Yeah.
down there wanting a piece of the action.
Hayden Kleiner, I think, was in there as well. A bunch of them in there. Hey, you got the clock running now. So, looks like we get one play out of Harlan here before
One
the
play.
half, probably.
Yeah, if they hurry.
Yeah, back in that shotgun. Going to give Sharp in motion. And keep the ball. I think it was planning to go the other way, but he gets upfield and
Gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a +1.
Maybe a yard right there for Kale.
Now, I guess the most interesting thing left tonight is listen to Elmer Patrick and see who wins homecoming, huh?
That's right. 20 seconds to go in the first half. I don't think Harlan is wanting to run another play.
No. I hope Harlan comes back out the second half,
I
don't
hope
you?
so. Hope
That's
so.
a
And I
great
hope they don't
mystery as
wanna
well.
play. I hope they don't want to play 6 minutes or 8 minutes. I hope they want to come in and play the 12-minute quarters, and they'll be running clock either way. But Williamsburg can get a lot of kids in the game that way.
Yeah, that's
So
halftime.
at halftime, it's Williamsburg 38, Harlan 0. As you're listening to Williamsburg Yellow Jacket football on We Rock 102.7.
It's that climbing over with one leg.
Good evening and welcome to Williamsburg High School 2024 football homecoming ceremony. Representing our classes tonight, freshman class are represented by Sammy Phipps and Chloe Sawyers. Our sophomore representatives are Abby Jackson and Grace Metals. Juniors, Taylor Ballou and Rainey Cole and Jenna Pruitt. Seniors will be Taylor Jackson, Casey Jones, Emma Metters, and Heidi Wiles. First up, representing the freshman class, Miss Sammy Phipps. Sammy is the 14-year-old daughter of Erica and Bo Ellswick. Sammy is a member of the Varsity cheer team, a former member of the Lady Jacket basketball team, Lady Jacket softball team, and Lady Jacket track team, and pep club. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Bo Ellswick. Miss Sammy Phipps. Also representing the freshman class is Miss Chloe Farmers of America, musical theater, and the Lady Jacket softball team. She was also voted most school spirit by her peers. Go Jackets! Chloe spends her free time at Daymar Gymnastics School and volunteers at the Patterson Creek Volunteer Fire Department charity organization. She's being escorted tonight by her mother, Stephanie Lawson Sawyers, and Dakota Lloyd. Miss Chloe Sawyers. Representing the sophomore class is Miss Abby Jackson. Abby is the 15-year-old daughter of Maggie White and Greg Jackson. Abby is a 3-year member of the Varsity Cheer Squad, Beta Club, Book Club, Student Council, and JAG, Jobs for America's Graduates. She was voted most school spirit her 8th and 9th grade years and Miss Sophomore this year. Abby is being escorted by her uncle, Trooper First Class, Phillips Wagner. Miss Abby Jackson. Also representing the sophomore class is Miss Grace Meadows. Grace is the 16-year-old daughter of Dustin and Chandel Chen. She is a 3-year member of the Varsity Cheer Squad, a 3-year member of the Varsity Volleyball team, Beta Club, and Student Council. Grace was voted most talkative her 8th grade year, Miss Freshman, and most school spirit by her peers. Grace is being escorted tonight by her little brother, Gabe Meadows. Miss Grace Meadows. Representing the junior class is Miss Taylor Ballou. Taylor is the 17-year-old daughter of Patrick and Jessica Ballou. She is a member of the softball team, gifted and talented, Future Farmers of America, and Student Council. Taylor was voted most likely to get a teacher off topic and most liked by parents by her peers. She is wearing pink tonight for her aunt and grandmother to show support for breast cancer awareness. Taylor is being escorted tonight by her little brother, Daniel Ballou. Miss Taylor Ballou. Also representing the junior class is Miss Rayleigh Cole. Rayleigh is the 17-year-old daughter of Barbara Doherty. She was voted most fashionable by peers and is a member of the Jobs for American Graduates Career Association. Rayleigh is being escorted tonight by Megan Sizemore in memory of Erie, Canada. Miss Rayleigh Cole. Representing the junior class is Miss Jenna Pruitt. Jenna is the 17-year-old daughter of Melissa and Jamie Pruitt. She is a 2-year member of the Varsity Cheer Squad and the Lady Jacket softball team. Jenna is being escorted tonight by her cousin, Jake Taylor. Miss Jenna Pruitt. Representing the senior class is Taylor Jackson. Taylor is the 18-year-old daughter of Paul and Maggie White and Greg and Jaylene Jackson. She's a 3-year member of the Varsity Cheer Squad, First Priority, Student Council, Pep Club, Book Club, and the Beta Club. Taylor was voted friendliest freshman, Miss Sophomore, most dependable senior, senior class vice president, and Miss Jacket by her peers. She was also voted as one of the top 5 seniors by faculty and peers at WHS. She's being escorted tonight by Mr. Connor Saylor. Miss Taylor Jackson. Also representing the senior class is Casey Jones. Casey is the 17-year-old daughter of Melissa Selfridge and Adam Jones. She is a 5-year member of the Varsity Cheer Squad, Student Council, Beta Club, Gifted and Talented, Band, Musical Theater, and Lady Jacket Tennis Team. Casey was also voted Senior Class President, Best All-Around Senior, and most likely to become President by her peers. She was also voted as one of the top 5 seniors by faculty and peers at WHS. Casey's being escorted tonight by her grandfather, Wayne Creekmore. Miss Casey Jones. Also representing the senior class is Miss Emma Metters. Emma is the 18-year-old daughter of Andrew and Tiffany Metters. She is a 5-year member of the Varsity Cheer Squad, Lady Jacket Track Team, and Beta Club. Emma's peers voted her to have the best car in senior Emma Metters. Lastly, representing the senior class is Miss Heidi Wild. Heidi is the 17-year-old daughter of Stephanie Lovett and Dustin Wild. She's a 5-year member of the varsity cheer squad, 5-year member of the varsity volleyball team, and a 4-year member of the Lady Jacket track team. She was voted Miss Freshman, Miss Junior, Best Style, and Cutest by her peers. Heidi is being escorted by her little brother Eli Lovett. Miss Heidi Wild. At this time, we would like to introduce the reigning 2024 football homecoming queen, Miss Lila Mattingly. Lila is currently attending Florida Southern College, majoring in nursing with a minor in military science. She is a member of Florida Southern College Reserve Officers Training Corps, the ROTC. Due to ROTC commitments, Lila is unable to be here tonight, but her father, Coach Todd Mattingly, will be giving away her crown. Please welcome Coach Mattingly. Now it is my pleasure to announce to you the 2024 Williamsburg High School football homecoming queen, Emma Metters. Congratulations, Emma.
No, Mike, we're back at Williamsburg High School about 3 minutes to go in the halftime festivities. Pretty good first half from Williamsburg right there. I mean, offense, defense, both clicking on or hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a repeat from last week. We really not slowed down offensively any. A lot of different people touched the ball. Nate's made a lot of good passes, a lot of good decisions.
Yep.
Defense is exploding to the ball, really making it really hard for Harlan to do anything offensively. So far I'd have to say it's an A+ for us, and
Yeah.
not so much for them.
Yeah, and it has been, and it's another situation though. You hope we play 12-minute quarters the second half. We hope that I know it's going to be a running clock either way, but with 12-minute quarters, you can get more kids in the ball game, and that's important. I know we play a lot of young kids no matter what, but this is one of those situations where you're going to get kids in the game that normally don't get. Some of the younger kids that aren't playing as much as some of the others, you're going to give them a chance to get in the game.
Well, there's still 30 or 40 kids over here, I'd say at least, that has not gotten the ball game yet. So yeah, you hope we get to play, at least the two 12-minute quarters itself.
Yep.
Like you said, we know it's going to be a running clock, but
Sure.
again, it's we hope we we get to play a full game anyway, and to see what kind of happens right here. I see him already motion here, something about the clock right here.
Yeah, they're going to go to the 3-minute. They want them to go to the 3-minute.
I think we're getting ready to start the second. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I don't know if we're a little bit of confusion here on the
Yeah.
sidelines. I don't
Hey,
know.
It's raining.
Oh yeah, it just started raining right there. Somebody told me it's supposed to rain. Yeah.
I didn't know it was supposed to. It hadn't rained in so long. I didn't know what it was when I saw it.
Oh yeah. Well, it's been an interesting evening for Williamsburg, to say the least, right
Yeah.
here. A little rainstorm. That's going to thin the crowd down here really
It
in a
will.
hurry.
Yeah, they are headed to the exits in a hurry, looks like, doesn't it?
That's why I'm thankful it's a nice little box
You
right
got
here.
that
It's
right.
actually
It's-
pouring the rain.
It is. And this,
You look and you really can't even tell if it's raining on our side. It
No.
looks like it's raining over there, but it may not be raining on this side. The way people are moving, though, I guess it is
I
raining
guess
pretty good.
it is, or at least they see it coming at them, don't they? It's,
Yeah, there's not going to be many folks left after that rainstorm right
No.
there. They're all heading underneath. Interesting there, though.
yeah, Mike, we don't have stats, of course, for the first half, but I would say that Williamsburg probably has 200-plus yards in the first half.
Oh, I would say
agree? Yeah.
easily. Yeah, I'd say easily.
And I'd say a pretty good mix in the rush and the pass. It's not all been one way or the other. You had a big pass play that was called back, 51 yards called back
Right.
to TJ Cornett. It's been one of those halves that it's something you hope to continue into the second half, because I noticed that Reese Hatcher's down here warming up, throwing, and you don't see Nate down here throwing. So you may get Reese be the quarterback in the second half, which is a great experience for him. In the game he got the start, he throws for 230-plus yards and 3 touchdowns and looked great. And so, you're building him toward next year and the future. And it's important that those kids get those opportunities.
Yeah, really, the last game he played against Lincoln, he really didn't miss a beat.
No, he was good.
You really couldn't even tell if you're just an average person walking in, never seen him play, you thought, well, this guy's a starting quarterback.
Yeah, but here comes – see, Harlan's coach walking this way, so we may get
Yeah, something's going on here. The
Yeah.
clock hadn't started yet here either. I'm not exactly sure.
no.
We're still setting at 3 minutes right here. I think we've got a little bit of discussion here what we're going to do here. I've got a sneaky suspicion we're getting ready to
Yeah.
shorten this game down right here.
And I know Coach Aaron is one that's agreeable to those things, because it's just good sportsmanship to do that. It's one of those situations like that, but
Yeah, well, it's just
but it's tough. It's
it
tough.
is tough. I'm sure he's not sure what to do right here. They're ready on back up here. We're getting ready to see what's going on right here. And I'm sure with this added rain right here too,
Yeah.
I'd say that's
Yeah, they've started that 3-minute clock. I tell you what, let's take a break here, Mike, right before we get started in the second half. And
Okay.
you're listening to Williamsburg football on We Rock.
I'd say this is the way you get ready to shorten down. I'm going 6 this corner, and that may be it.
You may not see a starter play.
No.
No?
Hey, Jag, will you hand me back a blanket? Thanks, sir. You're welcome. Hey, that's
All right, welcome back to Williamsburg High School as we get ready to start the second half. We're not exactly sure if we're going to play 10, 8, 6.
Well, they got 12 up
12
there.
on the clock, yeah.
Well, good. The way we had the discussion, I was getting a
Yeah.
little bit worried there.
Williamsburg will kick off to start.
Guess we are playing 12-minute
Yeah.
quarters. A lot of discussion. I'm not sure what the discussion was about.
Looks like Hayden Kleiner going to kick the ball this time.
See some new jerseys out there
Yeah.
on special teams.
So here we go. Williamsburg kicks. It's Squibber taken and dropped at the 40 and falls back on it. So Harlan will take over about the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. And has become a driving rain. It's
Yeah.
seems to
this
come
may be
out
the
of
first,
nowhere.
first rain of the year for us in
I
a
think
football
it
game. I
is.
don't
I
remember
think
any
it
other
is.
rain.
You have the bleachers, which were full a few minutes ago, is pretty much empty right now.
I don't think everybody went home other than a few parents
Yeah,
here.
and you see the diehards down there, and that's all right though. You know, a few kids who don't mind they don't care about the rain.
They're not going to get
Yeah.
their uniform muddy either tonight,
No,
are they?
No. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Harlan in I formation.
I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, I see what they're doing. They've got a young man they're going to let score right here. And
I got you.
yeah. And that is an awesome thing.
It is.
It is an awesome thing what Williamsburg has just allowed to happen. And he will go in for the touchdown on what will be a 60-yard run, and that is I'm not sure what his name is, number 8.
Number 80, yeah, I don't know who that
and,
kid was.
and again, a great thing that they let
that's
happen
awesome.
right there.
Yeah.
Both teams kind of celebrates with him in the
Yep.
end zone, and they're going to bring it back. They're just going to let him have that play, and they'll bring it back and start
Sure.
over here. But that's still it's something
Yeah.
he'll remember the rest of his life.
Yeah, awesome play.
Yeah,
Wish we knew the kid's name.
yeah.
there.
Let's see.
All right, we're going back to the 40-yard line, looks like right here. All right, here we go.
Here we go. 1st and 10, Harlan on their own 40.
That was a long
See if I
run.
it was. I'm going to see if I can figure out who that young man was here.
All right, they're trying to get the clock wound right here. And
There
there's-
we go. Not
still ain't
running,
got it
still.
stopped.
All right, in the eye, going to hand off up the middle to Sharp, and there's a penalty flag.
penalty. Way after. Got to be something on the tackle, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. There he is. His name is Nathan Cochran. Number 80 is.
On the carry. And on that stop, Joe Parker.
Yeah, what are they calling here? Face mask?
Targeting again.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's an interesting call. Joe Park was on the tackle there.
I've not seen that called.
Not like that at all. That's two of them. I'm not sure about.
Yeah, I ain't going to give Harlan a first down on Williamsburg side of the 50, the 45-yard line of Williamsburg.
Yeah, again,
You see,
I don't know that call right there. That's just not something you see. Joe was a defensive tackle.
See a lot of new faces in here for Williamsburg. Line up in the eye, going to give the ball to Sharp up the middle.
Yep.
He's across the 40 down to about the 36-yard line.
You know, Harlan still got a lot of their kids out there
Yeah.
because you look over, they don't really have a lot to sub
They
over
do
there.
not.
They probably got
They
less
do
than
not.
20
Yeah.
kids over there. 2 or 3 of them look to me a little bit banged up. So
Gonna get the ball down to the 37-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 2 for Harlan. Sharp on the carry there for about 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And as quick as the rain started,
it
it
moved
just
away,
stopped.
didn't it?
Yep.
It's a nice little neat little rain shower there for
Indeed.
everybody. Getting everybody a little.
Miss Hale walks to the car to get an umbrella, and by the time she gets back, it's
over.
quit. Yeah. All right, here's the play.
Uh-oh.
Sharp bounces outside, makes one miss across the 35 of 30, knocked out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. A gain of about 14, going to be a first down for Harlan on the 27-yard line of Williamsburg. Landon Lowry has a tackle right there, knocks him out of bounds.
I'm sure we'd like to preserve the shutout here. We
Yeah,
don't want
we're
to give up
gonna-
points. That's what we're calling timeouts.
Williamsburg's going to call a timeout. We'll take one too. As you're listening to Williamsburg football on We Rock 102.7.
Timeout on the field taken by Williamsburg.
Get ready to put some of our number 1 guys back in. You may lose your 30 points here if we don't do that. We'll just tell Jerry it was 38-0.
That's right. He'll never know. He said he was coming up. Two scores in there.
I walked in there,
All right, back at Williamsburg High School. Be 1st and 10 Harlan on the Williamsburg 28-yard line. We're
experiencing new things tonight.
we are experiencing new things. They've hooked us into the YouTube, and we sometimes forget to turn our mics off on the timeouts. We apologize for that.
We're just talking.
That's
Just
right.
chit-chat.
That's right. All right, so 8:22 to go in the third quarter. Harlan has the ball in the I formation, fumbled snap. Quarterback picks it up and
Oh.
slips down.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, my goodness. I'm not sure what we're going to call right there.
Yeah, I'm not either.
There's
He was on the ground.
He slipped and fell. There's nothing.
He fell awkwardly. I'll
He
give you
did.
that.
He
that
did
was a bad
indeed.
fall.
Yeah.
I am not sure what they could even possibly call on that.
No, I don't either because nobody really touched him. It's
What in the world?
Well, it's going to be against Williamsburg and call a face mask. Wow. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's a
wow.
general. So that's wow.
Yeah, it's going to be a penalty of about 14 yards, half the distance to the goal.
I don't know if you watched that NFL game last night, but there's a
I
major face mask in the end zone,
Yeah,
and they let it go, and it decided the outcome of the game.
I saw that, but I did not
That
call.
was-
I did not watch it.
Yeah.
They're going to give the ball up the middle to Sharp. He's inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. I'm going to give him gain of about 6 there. Bring up 2nd down and 4 for Harlan.
It's going to be hard to preserve the shutout right
It
here.
is. It is.
Number 24, Lane Jeffrey. Number 50, Caleb Gray. Number 18, Dawson Stevens.
Several jackets in on the play
There
there.
were. Lane Jeffries.
Still got a few starters
Yeah.
out there.
But you think about, with Lane being a starter, he's also a freshman. So,
Oh, yeah.
he's
Absolutely.
every second he gets is just building confidence for him. So we're 2nd down and 4 from the 7-yard line of Williamsburg for Harlan. Gonna give a ball up the middle to the fullback, and he gets maybe a yard to the 6.
Yeah, he meets our D lineman right there.
Yeah. So going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 for Harlan on a 6-yard line.
I think that was Dawson Stevenson on that play with Joe, wasn't it?
I think you're right. You were all over it, yeah.
Like running into a wall there.
Yes, it was. All right, 3rd down to Harlan from the 6-yard line of Williamsburg. 3rd and 3, going to give the ball in the backfield to Sharp, and he's taken down in the backfield by
Caleb Gray.
Caleb Gray, a loss of well, they're going to give him back to the line of scrimmage somehow. And maybe a loss of a half a yard there, we'll say. So bring it up 4th down for Harlan. 4th down and about 3 from, we'll say, the 7-yard line. It's close, in between the 6 and 7. Like to see Williamsburg get a stop right here. That's, be a big play.
Yeah, I'm sure Vaughn don't want to give up no points at this point in the game.
I'm sure he doesn't. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Cal's dropped deep right there, so he may be touching it. Nope.
No, quarterback going to keep it, and he's not. Oh, gets down to the 5, and that's as far as he gets. So it'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice defensive stand.
It was. That's nice play by Williamsburg. Turnover on downs to give the ball to Williamsburg. 1st and 10 on their own 5-yard line, and you're going to see another.
Got a whole bunch of new faces on this.
Maybe a JV offense coming in.
Yeah, I am not sure. I couldn't tell who the quarterback was in this right here. I didn't think I saw Seton Reese out there, but I could be wrong.
I'll be honest with you. It doesn't.
There
he comes. I was going to say he'd be a head taller than most of them.
Yeah,
so he definitely stands out there.
Well, this would be a good position on the field for them young guys to come
Sure
in. You're 95 yards away, so if you're going to score, you're going to have to march it down there.
All right, Hatcher's a quarterback in a shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Going to take a ball and roll to his left to throw the little Q route out here to Lane Jeffries, who catches it and gets upfield across the 20, 25, 30 to the 30-yard line, and that's a gain of 25 yards for a Riverside Produce 1st down for Williamsburg.
It gets them out of the hole in a hurry.
Yeah.
25 yards there.
Yeah, big play. Nice ball, right on the money.
Right on the money, right on time.
Yep. That's a that Q route is really hard to defend. They kind of turn inside and bounce back outside. People don't know what a Q route is. It looks just like a Q, and it's really a good route. Again, in the shotgun, 2 left, 2 right, low snap. Hatcher has to keep, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield at a loss of about 3 yards on the spot.
No, we never got the ball, did
I
he?
think you're right. I think it was a low snap, and it never really got up there to him good.
That ball's a little bit wet right now.
I'm going to give him a loss of 2 there. So bring up 2nd and 12 on the 28-yard line of Williamsburg.
That ball gets wet, I'm sure it's hard to snap.
Yeah. All right, Hatcher back in shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Drops back to throw, looks to throw.
Time. He's got a receiver wide open.
Yeah, he's got one. There's Holden Clark across the 40 up to the 43-yard line for a gain of about 15 yards and be a Riverside Produce 1st down for Williamsburg.
Yeah, if you had another second or two, Lane Jeffries was way down the field
way
by
open.
himself.
Yep, wide open down the field, but Clark was open as well, and he did a good job escaping the rush and gets outside to his left and makes a good throw, pick up a 1st down for Williamsburg. 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Takes a snap, going to hand the ball to Nick Hale, and he gets up for 2 yards.
Nick Hale on the carry for Williamsburg.
He's touched the ball a few times this year.
He has. It is not something that's new to him for sure. He's ran the ball several times this year. Gets 2 yards on 1st down, brings up 2nd and 8.
All these new guys come in, they're just looking for an opportunity to make a play.
You're right. Hatcher back to throw, running for his life now. Somehow he gets out, but he drops the ball, picks it back up, and he's going to be tackled at the 40.
Yep.
A loss of about 5 yards. Got out of a big mess, rolling to his right, gets out and stumbles back over to his left. He drops it, picks it up, falls on it, and gives him the 41. So a loss of about 4 there. Brings up 3rd down and 12 for Williamsburg. Huh?
Yeah, one thing I can say about Reese, when he's under pressure, he's still keeping his head up and he's looking down
Yep.
the field. He's not really paying attention to his feet and looking
You're right.
down. He's still looking in there trying to make a play.
He's just the opposite, really, of Nate. He wants to throw it and throw it and throw it. All right, back in the shotgun, rolls to his right, going to throw it out in the flat. It's a little bit short.
Yeah, he really didn't make a good throw.
No.
There. He just aimed that one. He needs to turn back around and throw it again.
I agree. So it brings up 4th down for Williamsburg, be the punting unit to come on. But a good job. You know, they get out and they get a couple first downs, get up from the 5-yard line across the 40, move the ball enough to where you flip the field a little bit.
You did.
Anyway.
You got out of your own end zone.
Kleinert's going to be back to punt.
Got a lot of young kids out on this right
I'm
here. Got a lot of
Looking
bodies
at
out
a
there.
lot
right?
of bodies, too. Yeah, that's
Better
what
get
I was
somebody off
thinking.
the field there. We're going to have too many.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11. Timeout, Williamsburg.
Yeah, we didn't get enough out there.
18 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Williamsburg takes a timeout. We'll just stay right here, Mike. That young group that comes in, it's probably a complete JV group.
Yeah.
And, you know, they put a couple really nice plays together and get out and get up for a couple first downs and get them out of a hole down there. And
You know, as a spectator, this part of the game, you start thinking, well, this is just the mop-up time. But as a coach, you also realize it's not mop-up time. This
You're
is serious
exactly
time
right.
for young kids to go out there and play and get some things done, because that's the next group that's going to be coming in behind the
right.
ones that are playing now.
That's right. And I'll bet you all you want to bet that Coach Herring coaches them just like he does his varsity.
yeah,
And
you have
he's
to.
on them, and he's doing everything the exact same way. The mistake where they didn't have enough kids out for the punt team, that will be something they'll bring up in film sessions and practice next week. And everything is building toward next year.
Absolutely.
All right, back to punt. Kleinert takes a snap, gets a punt off. It's a pretty good punt
That's a pretty
now.
good punt.
That's,
It's going to roll some, too.
it's going to bounce at the 29-yard line rolls
punt.
down to the 20-yard line. That's 39 yards on the punt with no return. And again, it does exactly what you want it to do. It's flip the field. And that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Score 38-0, Williamsburg ahead. And you're listening to Williamsburg football, and we rock.
Energy Associates, Ellison Funeral Home, Hometown Bank, National Panel Systems, Law Offices of Crowley and Foley, Jeff Wynn and Fran Paul, Ball Brothers, The Store, Wyndham Drug, Fork Bank, Crowley Funeral Home, Lowe's Toes, Riverside Produce, Nick Wilson, State Representative, Ronnie Bowling, Commonwealth Attorney, PT Pros, Pizza Spot, Jamie's Furniture, PT Solutions, Southern Nest Boutique, Forever Jaded, Burial Tank, Tommy's Towing and Recovery, and the 12th Man Club. Get out there and support these fine sponsors who make Williamsburg football possible. And tell them that Jacket sent you.
All right, we're back at Williamsburg High School for the start of the 4th quarter. Harlan takes over after a nice punt by Hayden Kleinert on their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Harlan. Let's see there.
They still got all their starters in.
They do.
I don't think they got a lot of replacements.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think they've got a whole lot they can change to.
So it's going to be hard for us to keep them out.
Yeah.
Our 2s and 3s are playing against their 1s.
Takes a snap and rolls to his right.
Oh, he's down.
Yeah. Kleinert does a good job, stays at home and makes a nice play there. Does a good job.
He did. That's a loss.
It is a loss of about 5 yards.
Tackle for Williamsburg, number 7, Hayden Kleinert.
I don't think, you talked about not wanting to get hit. That running back sure didn't want to get hit right there, did he? He was
No,
getting away from it. Yeah.
I've not seen him much, but he looks to me he may more of a track guy than he is a
Yeah.
football dude. But again, that's a nice play. We didn't let him get outside because you can see if he gets to the outside, we're going to have a hard time running him down.
You are correct. So second down and about 15. Harlan in the eye. Take the ball and give the ball to Sharp on the right side. He gets outside and across the 30.
Yeah,
Going to
it's a
be
first
a
down.
gain of about 17.
Kleinert makes the play there.
Kleinert makes another tackle there. But it's going to be a pickup enough for a first down for Harlan across the 30 to 32-yard line.
Clock's ticking away pretty good. Ain't
Yeah, it is.
We've had some fast ball games the last month.
We have. At least I give Harlan a little credit. They didn't want to shorten it. They wanted to play the whole game and get those kids some experience too. That's.
Yep, I agree.
All right, so first and 10, Harlan are on 32-yard line. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the ball game. We'll take a snap, hand the ball up the middle to Sharp. He's across the 35 to about the 37. Almighty.
Yep.
38-yard line. You're going to get another targeting call is what you're going to get.
Yep.
And it's a shoulder into a helmet and there's nothing you can do.
No, somebody needs to clarify with that guy after the game. Somebody probably needs to sit down and have a heart-to-heart with him.
It's not that there's nothing if.
Right. Well, the way he's calling it, you can make that call on every single tackle other than the shirt tackles.
Right. That's a 15-yard penalty. Not had it all year.
All year. We saw 5 of them tonight.
15-yard penalty against Williamsburg. Going to take the ball across midfield to the 47-yard line of Williamsburg. First and 10, Harlan.
Yeah, what you're afraid of is our kids are going to afraid to come up and make that tackle.
That's right.
We're being penalized.
Going to give the ball up the middle to Sharp. He's hitting the backfield, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield for a loss of about 5 yards by
multitude of
56.
55.
55. It's
Aiden
Brock.
Evan Moses
in on the play.
There's several jackets flying around there. You watch our D-line. It's like we're not even being blocked.
At times it sure is.
These guys are in the backfield. Even this second and third groups, they're in the backfield before the guys are even getting the ball.
All right, so a loss of 5. Going to make 7-15. Back on the other side of the 50. Again, going to give the ball to Sharp off of the right side and taken down for no gain. That's right. A nice tackle there by.
I can't tell the number.
15,
that may be Moses.
Yep. By Evan Moses. Really nice play
That's
there.
That's the other Moses. They're twin brothers, him and Ethan.
I think he actually tackled the blocker and the running back at the same time there.
You're getting them that way, right?
That's exactly right.
Get them both while you're getting them.
Yep.
I mean, our young kids here are doing a good job. They're keeping them behind the chains. The only first downs these guys are getting is on the penalty. Or from the penalty.
All right, so 3rd and 15 for Harlan from their own 48-yard line. Ball's on the ground and it's rolling around. I believe Williamsburg's going to recover it.
Oh, yeah. That kind of shows you right there, too. You watch that play right there. Harlan didn't go after the ball at all.
No.
When the ball hit the field, there's like, you can have it.
Yeah,
our kids are flying, trying to get it, trying to make a play. And
they're trying to run the fullback up the middle right there, and instead of making a pocket for the handoff, he reaches his hands out to try to grab it. And
he had no interest in getting the ball.
No, it's just not. You're not taught that. That's why you're not taught that, because it's easier to fumble it like that. All right, so Williamsburg takes over on Harlan's side of the 50, the 48-yard line. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Again, Williamsburg ahead 38-0.
Keeps Vaughn Hatcher's shutout going there.
That's right. And a couple first downs will keep it going, too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Reese Hatcher back in at the quarterback. Nick Hale's a running back.
About 2 first downs, this game's over.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Hatcher back to throw. Going to throw the out route to, and let's see, to number 9. That's Matthew Cooper.
He's had your pass complete to number 9, Matthew Cooper.
Gain of about 7 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 3 for Williamsburg. Well, we got a penalty.
Uh-oh. Must
I
come in
missed
late.
that one,
I
yeah.
did too. I did. I'll face mask. Maybe.
Hey, horse collar, I believe,
Horse
is what he
collar.
tried to call. Most of them will grab their. He just kind of,
Yeah.
Was there give a 15-yard penalty, so it makes it 1st and 10 Williamsburg on the Harlan 26-yard line. That's a Riverside Produce
Yeah, I heard
first
their
down
name a
off the
little bit.
penalty. Yeah.
Let's Creekmore's get their money worth.
Again, 2 receivers right, 2 left, running back 2 to the right. Ball rolls to him. He hands the ball up the middle to 27. That's
Brandon Carr.
yeah,
Or
Braden Carr.
I'm sorry.
Bad snap kind of
Yeah.
slowed the whole thing down. Braden really didn't have an opportunity to do much with that one, did he?
Hold on for dear life.
That's right. Just hang on to the ball is all we're after.
Caller on the carry for Williamsburg. Throw that stop, number 56, Peyton Thompson. Number 17.
Got a lot of different
Alright.
numbers again here, running some bunch of new guys in.
Yep, so here we are again at Hatchert's quarterback spot. Carr, the running back, to his left. Got Trips to the left. Single receiver to the short side of the field. Hatcher takes the snap, rolls, gets a good block out of his pass upfield
It's Noah
and
Jones.
Noah Jones, he's still making people
pushing.
miss. Yeah, he never did go down, get pushed out of bounds after a gain of about,
Can't tell where they pushed him out at.
I'll give him 6 yards on that one.
Never did really get tackled, did he?
No, he didn't. That's a nice job. I mean, to keep those legs moving and keep getting upfield. Gets about 6 yards on what would be 2nd and 14, so it makes it 3rd down and about 8. Back in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Going to give the ball to Carr, running out to his right.
Uh-oh.
Can't get away from.
Nope.
No, not going to go. He's not going to go down, but they need to blow it dead, and that should be a penalty.
Yeah.
There it comes. There
Yeah,
it comes.
way late.
Way late, and it should be one because, whistle's blue, and you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
slam him down after the fact. Let's go back. Where's the spot?
Yeah, he threw him back. I think it's
Yeah.
about at the way before the 40.
Yeah, the spot should have been about the 35.
That's what I was thinking, too.
Yeah. So we'll get 15 yards against.
That's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah. 15 yards against Harlan there, and I think some of that may be frustration as well
it
from
is. You can
Harlan.
see it.
It's been a long year for them. They've won 2 games this year. They're coming in with like 2-6, and
Probably
it's
some of
just
those guys think about playing another
Yeah.
sport right now.
I'd
if I was
say
a
you're
guess. I'm
right.
thinking about basketball, wrestling, whatever else they do up there.
face mask.
Nah, that wasn't a face mask. I
No,
understand.
that's just, and then another personal foul
Oh, yeah.
on them, a dead ball. So we're going to go with 2
That should
big
get us a
penalties
first
out of
down
there.
there.
Will give us a first down. That clock's still moving. Inside, we're right at 3 minutes and 5 seconds now, and
Wow.
going to get.
And we're still going.
We're going to go one more time just for fun, and going to be 1st and goal Williamsburg on the 6. That's.
Depending on what they spotted, that's about 25, 26 yards. I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess we went from the 35 down to 6. So
Yeah,
what was it?
that's pretty good. That's 29 yards.
29
Pretty good
yards.
penalties there. It's.
I'm not sure that last one was half the distance, though. Would you?
No. Well, I guess it was. It went from the 12 to the 6. So they started the penalties at the 27, the original line of scrimmage for the face
I'll
mask.
take it down to the 12 then.
Yeah.
Then half the distance. I
Right.
guess you're right.
So 2:20 to go in the ball game. Hatcher takes a snap and gives it, ball to Carr,
Well,
who
we're gonna throw it.
takes,
He
and then he fumbles it, and
Oh,
it's on the
no.
ground, and
We got a penalty. I'm not sure what the penalty is.
I don't know if it's a penalty or if it was a beanbag thrown for the fumble.
Yeah, but there's a flag early. It may have been a hold, but there was a flag that's still laying out.
Okay. I missed that.
Clock's still running though, so
Yeah, it is going to be holding against Williamsburg. A fumble there, and Harlan does recover. So they're going to take over at what is it, the 11-yard line maybe, 12?
Yeah, they better hustle up.
There they go, at the 12. So 1st and 10, Harlan 12, minute and a half to go in the ball game. Williamsburg, comfortably ahead, 38-0, clock running.
Got a lot of new faces coming in here.
Yeah.
Got even more guys coming in.
Yeah. They get a couple plays out of there. And Harlan comes back out in the eye. 2 receivers to the left. Sharp is the tailback. Here's a snap. Going to give the ball to Sharp up the middle. He makes one miss, and then he's down across the 15, about the 17-yard line, gain of about 5 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for Harlan on the 17-yard line.
You know, one good thing I'm glad to see here, we get all kinds of bodies in. If I was imagining, I'd say about everybody's gotten in the game tonight.
I'd say you're exactly right, and that's a great thing, that you're able to do that in ball game.
Well, these guys are showing up every day, going through the hard work. They went through the summertime.
That's right.
They deserve that opportunity.
Absolutely do.
This may be the last play right here.
Here we go.
Got
take a
blowed
snap.
up.
Got hit pretty good right there, and able to spin off and keep his feet. 18 seconds to go in the ball game. 15 seconds. Clock running.
You see these young guys coming in. They're firing off the ball too. They're not going to give up no score either. That would be it right there.
That will be it. He picked up a yard or two there to end the ball game. It's same score as a half, but you got a lot of kids in, got a lot of good things done, and I give credit to Harlan for playing the entire ball game.
They did.
Yep.
When you're at Class A school, stuff like that happens,
That's right.
and it always comes back around. There'll be a time where Williamsburg may